Good morning, everyone. So yeah, today I decided I'm finally gonna do those things that the goals we reached on the subathon. So today I'm doing that spicy noodle challenge. These are the ones I'm eating, the Boldak 2x spicy ones. I gotta say, I just finished making them. They smell really good, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I actually dig into those. To uh, to be fair, honestly, I'm somebody who usually enjoys spicy food so long as it's got good flavor. Actually used to be called spicy for a while and had I used to carry around a little thing of like chipotle seasoning, but that was like 10 years ago. I don't know if my spicy tolerance will still hold up. Guess we'll find out. Yeah. Uh close this. And there's the noodles right there. In my black bowl that I always do my ramen in. So see the dark red sauce at the bottom. Stuff was like almost black when I started dumping it into the bowl. I might have accidentally reserved too much water. I'm not sure, but eh. Anyway, for now, I'm gonna do a few tier lists and try to talk through my reasoning on some of them. Picked a few out, and I'm willing to take suggestions all stream. So, by the way, let me make sure I do that. Feel free to suggest. Should have done this before stream. Whoops. All right, and then pin. Yes. Still unpinned or end of stream. Okay. But yeah, I figured start with something pretty basic. Some do a veggie tier list. All right. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna grab the avocado and put it on S. I love avocado. So good. Um, they put all the peppers in one. If that's the case, I have to put it as a C. I don't mind yellow, red, and orange pepper, but I hate green peppers so much. To me, they're so strong and vegetal. It like overpowers an entire dish. Anything it's put on. I can't stand green peppers. I hate that that's the default everything goes to. Like you order like a supreme pizza from any restaurant, it's always a green pepper. So I have to ask for it off. If they offered red bell pepper, especially roasted red bell pepper, I'd love that. But no, it's always the green pepper, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Uh, Broccoli is A tier. I love broccoli. Acorn squash, that's B tier. It's not bad. Usually, when my family has it, we like cut them in half, gut them, and then fill them with butter and brown sugar. Pretty tasty. More of a dessert than it is a vegetable dish. But hey, it's so good. Um, let's see. Bitter melon I've never had. I don't think I've ever had bean sprouts. Cucumbers are F. Same place would be putting the green bell pepper for the same reason as I'd put the green bell pepper there. To me, cucumbers are just overly vegetal and make everything taste like cucumber whenever it's in anything. Never had sunchoke. I've never had dandelion greens. I know some people use them to feed like bearded dragons and that, but I've never had them. Never had chicory. Celery is, I'd say, C tier. It's To me, celery is just crunchy water. It doesn't really have much flavor of its own. It's usually just a vehicle to carry something else, like peanut butter, or like to add color to a stew or something. Edamame is S tier. Actually, I eat that stuff like popcorn. I literally keep bags of like the steamer microwave bags of edamame in my freezer Sometimes if I want popcorn, I'll go and grab one of those instead. Throw it in the microwave. Basically takes the same amount of time. Takes seasoning just as well. Just as long as you get them shelled. If they're in the if you get the edamame in the shell, it's kind of a pain because you got to get them out of it. I know apparently some people eat them shell and all, but I couldn't do that. There's like a I don't know. There's like a layer in there that's almost like plastic. Kohlrabi I had recently. That wasn't bad. It was actually very similar to broccoli in flavor. Um, and I'm not going through these in order, but uh, and say these are just basically different forms of broccoli, just as good. Uh, Never had fennel. The one time I had eggplant, I did not like it. I thought it was so bitter. Apparently, I might have cooked it wrong. Like maybe I was supposed. I've heard a lot of people say you're supposed to salt them and let it sit and draws out the bitterness. I didn't do that, but yeah, the one time I had eggplant, I didn't like it. Kale, especially sautéed in a pan with a bit of bacon fat and garlic salt. Oh, it's so good. Green beans, my favorite snacking vegetable. Apparently, you're really not supposed to eat them raw, or at least not too much of them raw. No, no, I like them. Brussels sprouts are an A. Lettuce, really, just lettuce. It depends on the kind of lettuce. There's different kinds of lettuce. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. So that's just gonna get defaulted to C. I don't like iceberg. Iceberg is it's just water. I hate iceberg lettuce. I don't mind like firmer, more green lettuces like romaine in that. Those aren't bad. Uh Zucchini's not bad. Turnips are good. I've only had them in stews, but I like them. Uh Tomatillos and tomatoes. I don't know, it depends. Are we talking raw or are we talking cooked? Because I feel very differently about those depending on if they're cooked or not. Like I love stewed tomatoes. I love confit tomatoes. I don't like raw tomatoes. I actually tried throwing some fresh raw tomato in a ramen recently just to see if maybe the hot water would cook it just enough. Nope, didn't cook it enough. It was still gross. But I have thrown steamed tomatoes into ramen before, and that's good. But yeah, apparently just throwing them into the hot water at the end of cooking is not enough. Uh, I guess C for that. I don't think I've actually had tomatillo. That I can think of. Chard's not bad. Snow peas and snap peas, not bad. I've never had a rutabaga. I don't even know what this is. Cauliflower's good. I don't even know what that is. Carrots. Carrots are like celery to me. They have a lot of flavor of their own. It's just not a flavor I enjoy for itself. So like, I love throwing carrots into like stews and that, or in with a roast. But as far as just eating a carrot, not really for me. Um, Never had leeks. Bok choy is really good. Oh, wait, alright. Cabbage, another one where they don't. Another one that should be divided up. Cause like, I don't like the big leafy green heads of cabbage. Red cabbage isn't bad. I really like Napa cabbage though. So like, this should have been separated up in different things. Onions are like king of flavor. I'm assuming that's onions. I love olives, especially green olives. Uh, Never had that. Never had that. Never had lima beans. I don't really like corn. Uh, I don't like. Don't really care much for corn. Don't really care much for things made of corn. I don't think it's as bad as like cucumbers or green bell pepper, but it's still bleh. Uh, Same with artichoke. I don't mind artichoke hearts, but like the actual artichoke is no. Okra is too slimy. Never had fiddleheads. I can't think if I've ever had. No, I know I've had asparagus. I just can't remember what it tastes like. I've only had it like once. We don't usually cook it. My sister does, but she don't live with us. Um, I don't care for radishes at all. I don't think I've had bamboo shoot. Butternut squash isn't that different from acorn squash, in my opinion. I don't like peas. Never had sorrel. Spinach isn't bad. Good for a salad, not good for cooking. It gets too slimy. I've only had pickled beets, and I didn't care for them. They were too earthy. But I like beet juice or beet sugar when it's used for making red velvet. Does that count? I don't think it does. Uh, yeah, that's after me, honestly. I've never had collard greens or mustard greens that I can think of. I don't know what even endive is. Never had a parsnip. Never had radicchio, and I have no idea what this even is. So yeah, guess it's it for vegetables. I'm gonna save all of these and throw them on Twitter later or something. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Like want to double check it. I want to know what this actually is. Like that's interesting looking, but I have no idea what it's supposed to be. Um, yeah, I think pretty much everything's where it's gonna go. All right. Fruit. Oh, they're putting in savory fruits too, huh? Okay, well, avocado's going to S again. These aren't labeled. Maybe I should try to find a better one because I don't even know what some of these are. Like I think that's a cashew fruit. Can you even eat cashew fruit? I know you're not supposed to eat raw cashews. Yeah, I'm gonna look for a different one for fruit. See if I can find one that's actually labeled. Try this one. How would it not default to the next color down? Yeah. Okay. These aren't labeled either, but at least I recognize most of them. I was gonna say that's a pomegranate, but no, that's pomegranate. Okay, no, this one's still not labeled. I'm gonna a couple different fruit ones, see if we can find something. There we go. These are at least labeled. Apple goes in A. I like a good apple. That's the thing. It has to be a good apple because you can also have a very bad apple, like a freaking red delicious. So disgusting. Uh, Apricots. I do like apricots. Apricots are good too. Avocados still S tier. Bananas are S tier. Love a good banana. Also like artificial banana flavor. I want to try. Which one was it? I think it's the Gros Michel. Gros Michel. Gros Michel. That's actually apparently what fake banana or it's not fake banana because apparently it's based off a real banana. But yeah, that's what artificial banana flavor is. It's Apparently, it's based on the Gros Michel banana, not the Cavendish, which is the one we actually picture now as bananas. So I really want to get a Gros Michel and try it. Uh, Not a fan of cantaloupe. Blackberries are good. Blueberries are good. Cherries. I don't know. Every time I try to eat like a handful of cherries, I always end up getting a bad one in it, and that has soured me on bananas. Hang on. Suddenly really loud today. My music turned down a little bit. Yeah, so I don't mind cherries, but somehow I always end up getting a bad one. So clementines are good. I get those a lot. Not a fan of cranberries. I don't mind cranberry flavored stuff, but I'm not a fan of cranberries themselves. I don't think I've ever had an actual fig. I love fig Newtons, but I don't think I've actually had a fig. Uh, Grapefruit. Mm, I'd say C. Grapes aren't bad. I mostly like green grapes. I like they're like firmer, more sour. I like them better. Never had guava. Not a fan of honeydew either. Kiwis are really good. Here's a question: do you eat the kiwi with the skin on or the skin off? Because you can just eat the outside layer. So sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, that's what I'll do. I'll just eat the kiwi. Just wash it and eat it. Why bother skinning it? I really like pomegranate. Love pineapple. Hate pears. Do not like pears at all. Peaches are really good. Raspberries, about the same as any other berry. Except strawberries. Strawberries are really good. Apparently, strawberry isn't actually a berry, if I remember right. And that, and like it's like entirely based on the fact that the seeds are on the outside, not the inside, if I remember right. I don't know. Love mangoes. Like I love lemon and lime flavorings, but as far as actually just eating them, not really. C tier. Again, I love olives. Oranges. Too much work most of the time. And I do not like watermelon. To me, it's I don't like the texture of watermelon. Flavor's not bad, but texture wise, to me, eating a watermelon is like eating wet foam, like wet styrofoam. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I think that's it for fruit. At least that's all they put on here. The other ones had more, but these are the only ones that were actually labeled where I knew what they were. All right, cheeses. Still need another row. Okay. Baby wheels aren't bad. Good snacking cheese. I just hate having to deal with the wax every time. Cheese balls. Again, it's like eating foam. I don't like cheese balls. I don't like puffed Cheetos. I don't like any of those kinds of snacks. To me, they're just it's cheese flavored foam, and I don't like it. I love easy cheese. Oh, brie is amazing. I've never had Danish blue. Uh, Camembert, not that different from brie, to be honest. Ricotta is disgusting. I don't know why. I don't know how people eat it. I don't know why people eat it. It's disgusting. Same with cottage cheese. I am actually like scarred by cottage cheese. I remember growing up. I was maybe I don't know 7 or 8 years old, and I think it was my brother left a cup of milk sitting on top of the TV we use to play our game systems, and I came home from school one day, saw the cup there, grabbed it to see what was in it, and yeah, it was full of cottage cheese. Had been milk, turned to cottage cheese, smelled disgusting, and I can't bring myself to ever eat cottage cheese again. Yeah, I never cared for it much before then, but I now I can't even stand it. Um, I don't think I've had feta. Uh, Gorgonzola, not bad. Good on a burger. I don't think I'd just eat it. Grilled cheese or S tier, always. Mozzarella's fairly plain, honestly. We have these like mozzarella balls in our fridge. They're like coat or like they're like just in olive oil, and when you eat them, that's you get more flavor than the from the olive oil than you do the actual mozzarella ball. Mozzarella is pretty plain. I like string cheese though, which I know is the same thing, but somehow string cheese actually has more flavor than like fresh mozzarella. Uh, Cheddar, it depends. Are we talking a young cheddar, a sharp cheddar, an aged cheddar, a smoked cheddar? There's a lot of different cheddars. I don't like a sharp cheddar. I've never cared for sharp cheddar. I love a smoked cheddar. Colby Jack is S tier. I gotta drop that and see. I hate. That's the thing I hate when people do these tier lists is they just put something on there that is actually like it's a bunch of things. It can't. It's not just one thing. Like cheddar is not just one thing. There are lots of different cheddars and they're all very different. Parm is amazing. Never had queso blanco. Romano is also really good. Not a fan of Swiss cheese. I like it on a mushroom Swiss burger, but I can't just eat a piece of Swiss. I don't know what it is. It has to be hot and melty or it's not good. Actually, one of my favorite cheeses is the same way. That's buttercase. I don't care for that one cold, but buttercase is really good for grilled cheese. Cream cheese is amazing. Not a fan of Cheez Its. To me, they taste like burnt cheese. Doritos are D tier. They're cheesy, but they're not good. Never had a cheese fountain. Or fondue. Uh, Not sure what this is supposed to be. I think that's the cheese cracker Ritz. They're okay. I love crunchy Cheetos. Never had cheese nips. Never had whales. I've had goldfish. I don't like them. They're better than Cheez-Its, but I still don't really care for them. Uh, that's cheddar sour cream ruffles. Those are awesome. One of my favorite chips. Cheese popcorn. Never liked it. To me, it's always stale. I've never liked anything that's like a prepackaged popcorn. To me, it always tastes stale. For me, popcorn has to be fresh or nothing. Mm. And I've never had munchies that I can think of. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers that. I wish they had more cheeses on here. Like, no Gouda, no Havarti, no Munster, but whatever. This is probably gonna end up being a short stream. Once they get more, because I don't really have any other ideas for stuff to do for tier lists. Alright. I should probably eat the noodles before they get cold. I'm a little worried about this. And when I take my first couple bites, we'll ponder the restaurants here. I can already tell you probably half of these are gonna go unnever had. Because I live in a small town. Well, not a small town, but small city where we don't have a lot of these. Hell, half of these I have to go to the next city over to, or half the ones I will put up here I have to go to the next city over to go to, or I've only tried while traveling. Okay, give the noodles a good stir. Oh, they smell really good. I can also smell the spice on them. All right. Oh, the noodles are a little different than what I'm used to for ramen. They're a lot thicker. Anyway, here we go. Itadakimasu. Oh, oh, that is hot. They've actually cooled off quite a bit. Oh, bye. Oh, that burns. Oh, that burns. Ooh. I actually have like pretzel sticks, uh, honey buns, and milk on standby. Oh, but I'm gonna try to eat as much of this as I can before I break into those. Oh, oh, it gets worse the longer I go between bites. All right, another bite. Mm, the flavor's good. I might buy the normal version of these. Not the double spicy again though. Yeah, once I swallow the noodles, that's when the heat kicks in. All right. Uh, ah, ah. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that is so hot. Uh, I don't know. Oh, I can feel it hitting my stomach now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to eat the whole thing. Uh, mm, oh, oh, that's hot. Mm, oh, yeah, I can actually feel it like giving me heartburn already. I'm not somebody who normally gets heartburn. Oh, that's too much. I can't. I can't finish it. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, mm, I don't know why people say oh, milk works. Honestly, for me, anytime I use milk for hot food, as soon as the milk's out of my mouth, it just the hit comes right back. Uh, I'm try having a couple pretzel sticks. Uh, well, think of anything, and the salt made it worse. Whataburger has to be an A, right? Where's that one? I didn't even see that on the list. But to be honest, I have never had a Whataburger. We don't have that around here. Oh, my mouth is so on fire. Oh, I feel bad because I don't like to waste food, but oh, these double spicy noodles are just too hot. I cannot finish them. The Texas thing, it's good stuff. Ah, oh wait, there it is. Whataburger. Yeah, that has to go on the never had. Yeah. I'd love to try it. I hear a lot of stuff about I hear a lot about Whataburger. I hear a lot about In and Out, but never had any of them. Hope someday to be able to travel and try more food places. Um, I'll be honest. The only times I've been to an A&W, it's been part of something else, and I'm usually eating at the something else. I don't think I've ever actually had A&W food. Arby's is one of my favorite restaurants. I love Arby's, especially their smokehouse brisket sandwich. I also don't mind a good beef and cheddar. I don't mind the. I like the Reuben. I like Arby's. Never had Baja Flourish. Never had Blimpie. Never had Bojangles. Was that quite a few of these are going to end up going into never had because they just apparently Automod wanted to block the term fuck. I have no problem with that term. I shouldn't have even been on my block list. Never really gave Arby's a chance to do fuck with Wendy's. Oh, I love Wendy's too. We'll get there though. But I live in a kind of a small city. Most of the restaurants are actually the next town over. So a lot of these are gonna probably end up in never had. Never had Barston Market. I don't like Burger King at all. I remember I used to like them when I was but that was back when I was maybe 7, 8, and then they changed their fries to me this they changed their fries, they started tasting like instant potatoes, and I didn't like that. I've never cared much for their burgers. I always got their chicken. BK's cheap food that I could get. I don't know what Cane's is. Carl's Jr. I've never had Carl's Jr. I've had Hardee's, which is the other term for it. Like apparently it's Carl's Jr.'s west and Hardee's in the east or something like that. Or maybe it's north and south split. I don't remember. But I didn't mind Hardee's when I've had it. Never had Checkers. Chick-fil-A is all right. I love Chipotle. I wish we actually had one in town. Cane's is a chicken place at KFC. Ah, all right. Yeah, I wish we had a Chipotle around here. The only one I know of is actually in the capital, which is like an hour and a half drive away. Too far away to actually go. Uh, those are nowhere. Never had. Never had Churches. Never had Cookout. Culver's. That's from my home state. Apparently, there's a goth IHOP. What? Really? Huh. That sounds interesting. Never had Del Taco. Denny's is okay. Actually, Denny's is not bad. I like Denny's. Domino's. I don't know. It depends on what I'm getting from Domino's. I don't like their pizza. I like some of their other stuff. I just don't like their pizza. I want to say it's in Dallas. It could be wrong. Huh. I have to look into that. I guess C tier for Domino's, since their focus is pizza, and I don't like their pizza. Uh, Dairy Queen. I never think about Dairy Queen for dinner food, but I have had dinner food there, and it's good. But you think Dairy Queen, you think ice cream, not munch. Never had a Pollo Loco. Firehouse is all right. I like Five Guys when I went there. IHOP, pretty good. I've heard of Jersey Mike's, never been to one. Jimmy John's. I have Jimmy John's a lot, but honestly, could do better. If I'm gonna be entirely honest, they could do better. Never. Been to Jollibee, KFC. For the most part, never actually been a fan of KFC. Uh, Famous Bowls weren't bad. I don't mind like their barbecue or their honey barbecue bites, but as far as their actual chicken, I never cared for it. I never got the hype. Uh, Little Caesars is good for how cheap it is. If it wasn't cheap, it would be bad. Just put it that way. Long John Silver's is disgusting. McDonald's. I used to love McDonald's. Used to love McDonald's. But then they like wiped out their entire menu except for their most popular items, and that took everything off their menu that I really enjoyed. So, like, I don't mind nuggets once in a while. I don't mind a double quarter pounder with cheese once in a while. I don't mind a McChicken once in a while, but like, I loved their Southwest chicken sandwich they had. That's no longer there. Uh, like, they knocked out everything I used to like. Like anything I ever liked at McDonald's always got canceled. Like their I used to eat the hell out of their breakfast skillet burritos when they had those. I don't know, I guess C tier for McDonald's based on the current menu. Never had Moe's. Never had Noodles and Company. I've never been a fan of Chinese takeout. Mainly get their breakfast stuff or their chicken burgers. Yeah, I like chicken. I like their chicken sandwiches, but still, they knocked out my favorite chicken sandwich. Love Panda Express. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad the times I've had it. I don't know. There's something about Chinese takeout I've never cared much for. Never been to Panera. Papa John's I like. Papa John's. I know they're apparently controversial, but judging entirely on the food, I like Papa John's, especially their. I like their cheeseburger pizza when they have it. Unfortunately, it's a seasonal thing. In a couple of years, they just didn't even bring it out. Never had PDQ. Never had Penn Station. Pizza Hut, same thing as with Domino's. I don't. Pizza Hut's pizza is not as bad as Domino's. I like it more than Domino's, but I still don't like Pizza Hut pizza. Uh, I love their chicken though, and their fries. I think they actually have the best fries of any fast food restaurant, and I will. That might be a hot take, but Pizza Hut fries are amazing. I almost want to put them at S just because of what I normally order, but again, I have to knock them because I don't like their pizza. Uh, Popeyes. We got a Popeyes here very recently, and I've eaten there once, and I got sick from it. So I don't feel like I can judge Popeyes fairly until I give them another shot. So I'm gonna say never had, even though I have had it, but I want to be fair. Never had their fries. Yeah, if you get the chance, I'd say give Pizza Hut's Wing Street wings and fries a shot. I think they're pretty good, especially the Cajun seasoned fries. Portillo's never had. Potbelly never had. Qdoba. We have a Qdoba here, and I was excited for it because I heard it was a lot like Chipotle. But when I tried it, it was nowhere near as good. Quiznos never had. Sbarro's not bad. I get that sometimes when we go to the mall. I haven't been in the mall in a long time, but don't mind a good slice of Sparrow. Don't know what Roy Rogers is. Schlotsky's, Shake Shack, Sheets. Oh, Skyline. I do like a good Skyline chili dog. I've actually been to Cincinnati for a meetup with friends, and we had some Skyline, and it was really good. For whatever reason, though, I've had their canned chili, and that is gross. All right, so if you don't like Skyline because you've had the canned stuff, don't knock. Actually, try the restaurant sometime because it's a lot better. Sonics. I had that when I used to live out in Utah. I liked going there. Wish we had one around here. Steak and Shake. Never been to. Subway. I used to really like, and then I don't know. I kind of stopped eating there more on principle than anything. Like I got so caught up in their whole $5 footlong jingle that I always held them to that. Like when footlong stopped being $5, I stopped eating there. Like you can't make a catchy jingle like that and not be held to it forever. Don't know what Swenson's is. Taco Bell, all time favorite restaurant. Just got to do that right there. Taco Bell is my all time favorite restaurant. Anytime I want to eat out, it's the first place that comes to mind. Unless I've recently had tacos. I've really been enjoying their new cantina chicken stuff too. So good. Uh, Taco Bell was created by a U.S. Marine. Interesting. I did not know that. Hmm. Don't know what Taco Cabana is. Torchy's Tacos. I want to look up some of these places later because I've like never actually heard of them. Glen Bell. Huh. Heard of Wawa. Don't know anything about it. Wendy's is definitely S tier, especially their pretzel bread pub sandwich they had. Oh, that one was so good. White Castle's not bad. Only eaten there once, but I do remember somewhat liking it at the very least. Waffle House, probably about the same as White Castle. Venus Schnitzel, never eaten there. Never heard of Wings, and never heard of Zaxby's. Wingstop is another one we had gotten here recently. The chicken wasn't bad from what I remember. Mostly when I hear people talk about Wingstop, it's their sauces more so than the actual chicken. C tier. The only ones that end up in F are Burger King and Long John Silver's. All right. I just noticed Buffalo Wild Wings isn't on here. Thinking of Wingstop because we also have Buffalo Wild Wings here, and I do like their chicken. All right. Now I would have to download and then upload. Yeah. Okay. Um. Now the question is, what other tier list should I do? Um. Smash characters. Ooh, a tier list from Pokemon Red. Oh, that's somebody else's actual tier list. Never mind, that's not what I'm looking for. Ultimate anime, ultimate cartoon animated series list. Oh, geez. That is a huge list. I don't know if I can get through all of that. Uh, okay, that one I can probably do. I watched a lot of. Oh, never mind. I say that, and then everything else loads in. Okay. Um, let's see here. So, Gumball. Never actually watched it. I don't even know what this is, what that is, or what that is. Never watched that one. Never watched Baby Looney Tunes. Batman Beyond was pretty good. Uh, I don't know which Batman this is. This doesn't look like the animated series one that I remember. Ben 10 was alright, but the only one I ever saw was the original. I never watched any of the later series. So missing some of these. Cow and Chicken was a weird show. I didn't know there. I'm not sure if I should put that in a what is this or if I should put it in never watched. Because I've heard of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but I've only seen the movie. I never know there was a series. I didn't know he was good. Dexter's Lab was one of my favorites growing up. They made an actual Duck Dodgers series. I only remember the shorts as part of Looney Tunes. Foster's was alright. Um, Dexter's Lab is my shit. Yeah, I love Dexter's Lab. Chowder was amazing also. Chowder was another one I had never watched. Oh, Grim and Mandy was, or Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Also another one I love. Uh, Grim and Evil. A bunch of these I just didn't know were ever a thing. Uh, oh, Captain Planet. I loved watching Captain Planet growing up. I Am Weasel was weird. Wasn't bad, but it was weird. Johnny Bravo S tier. Uh, some of these I can't even tell what they are from the picture. I love Billy so much. Oh yeah, Hi Hi Puffy Yummy Yumi. That was a thing that existed that I completely forgot about. Um, I don't remember it. I remember it exists, but I don't remember anything that happened in it. Johnny Test was actually that's gonna drop down. Uh, never watched Crypto the Super Dog. More of them that I don't even know what they are. Looney Tunes. Love some Looney Tunes. I don't know what all these blanks are. Um, okay, I know I don't think I ever watched this Batman. If this one is supposed to be the original animated series one, that was S tier. I don't know. It doesn't look quite right to me for that one. Uh oh god, Mike, Lou, and Og. Oh, I completely blocked that one out of my memory. Justice League. I don't think the only Justice League I ever watched was like the really old one. Uh, the original Powerpuff Girls was amazing. Never saw the newer one. Samurai Jack. I forgot they continued Samurai Jack past where I saw it. I need to finish watching it. I need to watch this full series. Uh, Mega XLR. I don't know. I never got into that one. Moxie Show. Never heard of it. Uh, Never watched that one. I've heard of Over the Garden Wall. I've heard good things about it. Never watched it. Ozzy and Drix was never as good as the movie. Uh, oh yeah, Sheep in the Big City. That was a weird show. Never got to see Sonic Boom. Mostly just trying to find ones I actually watched. Clone Wars, I loved. Steven Universe was great. Never watched the He-Man. If that's a newer He-Man, at least I never watched it. I've seen the older one. Never heard of Mao Mao. I'm reading that right. Love Clone Wars, yeah. I recently rewatched the whole thing. It was so good. Um, Scooby Doo, really good. Some of these I just don't even know what they are. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Uh, I only ever watched that because it came on at bedtime, and there was nothing else to watch at the time. It was the only time I ever watched it. Ooh, Static Shock. I forgot that was a show that existed. I loved that show. SWAT Cats, that was one of my favorites growing up. Oh, that's a show I'd love to give a rewatch. Started watching Clone Wars in chronological order. That's the way I was watching it whenever you watched it recently. And then I also watched oh, what's it called? The Fulcrum cut, where they intercut the second half of season 7 of Clone Wars with the uh with episode 3. Yes, I know about SWAT Cats. It was definitely one of my favorite shows growing up. I did not like Time Squad. Never knew no and somebody else knew that show. Oh yeah. Nope, there's the original animated series Batman. Okay. So I don't know which one this is. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series. That's I love that one. Oh, Teen Titans Go. Eh. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was nowhere near as good as Teen Titans. Um, more I don't know than what they are. Wait, is that? Oh, Thundercats. Oh, I loved Thundercats. That's another show I completely forgot existed. I would love to rewatch sometime. Uh, Uncle Grandpa was so weird. I loved the what a cartoon segments. That's gotta go in the S tier. Oh, fun fact about that: one of the what a cartoons was actually the pilot or like prototype for Family Guy. So that was interesting to learn. Imagine if Cartoon Network had been the ones to pick up Family Guy. All right, Superman. Never been a fan of Superman as a superhero. Totally Spies was all right. I never watched any of the Total Drama series. I know what it is. It's on there. All right. I don't know which Transformers this is. I don't think I watched it. Never watched Young Justice. Heard good things. Uh, Steven Universe Future wasn't as good as Steven Universe. Still wasn't bad though. Like I don't think it deserves a B. It was still not a bad show. It just wasn't as good as Steven Universe. But I also don't feel like Steven Universe was good enough to rank going up a tier. All right. I never watched What's New Scooby Doo. Okay. Oh, I just noticed there was a ad break there. So I don't know if you heard me, but I love the What a Cartoon segments, and I actually learned one of those was actually the like prototype pilot of Family Guy. Yeah, that would have been an interesting timeline to live in. The one where it's Cartoon Network that picked up Family Guy. You were in the ad, yeah. All right, yeah. Pretty much most of what was left was just stuff I've never heard of. Yeah, Young Justice I'd heard of, heard lots of good things about, never seen. Never saw What's New Scooby Doo, and then yeah, the What a Cartoon. Those segments are so interesting. One that still sticks out in my head from the What a Cartoons is one about are the like Yucky Duck ones, and then there's one about like a pizza delivery to the North Pole. They asked for a pizza with everything on it except for anchovies, and then got mad because there was blubber on it. Loved What's New Scooby Doo. Yeah, said I never saw that one. I have to say, this reminded me of a lot of shows I forgot ever existed. Now I want to go rewatch them. Shaggy went into the military. That's where Ultra Instinct Shaggy comes from? Really? Huh. Yeah, maybe sometime I'll have to give that a watch. I definitely want to watch, I want to rewatch SWAT Cats. I want to rewatch Thundercats. I need to, I need to watch Samurai Jack all the way through since they continued it. Yeah. I think most of these were from after the time I got a computer. Because pretty much once I got a computer, I stopped watching TV. So that's probably where all these came in. And my lips are still burning a little bit from those noodles. There we go. There it downloaded. All right. Um, Pixar movies. Okay. Pixar movies. Um. Yep. I do need one more list after this. Or after, one more row. There are a couple I haven't seen yet. Um. Monsters Inc. S tier. Up. I'd actually say A for Up. Really good, but I don't think it was as good as some of the other ones on here. Uh, A Bug's Life is S tier for me, but that might be even nostalgia goggles. Credibles is S tier. Credibles 2, I'd say B. Wally is S tier. Monsters U was weird. Uh, Good Dinosaurs, bad. At least the bits of it I've seen. Yes, A Bug's Life. Um, can't tell which Cars is which. I think this is 1, 2, and then 3. 1 was good. 3 wasn't bad from what I've seen of it. Did not care for 2. Coco, very good. Inside Out, very good. Original Toy Story. Hmm. Honestly, I liked 3 probably the most of all Toy Stories. And 4 was probably the one I liked the least. It wasn't too bad. Soul is actually one of my favorite Pixar movies of all time. And it sucks because it was so. It flew under the radar for so many people. Probably just because of when it came out. But I wish Soul got more recognition. It's so good. I haven't seen Elemental. I haven't seen Onward. I haven't seen Brave. It was alright. Um, actually, I liked Turning Red. I haven't seen Lightyear. Finding Dory was not bad. Uh, Ratatouille, and then Finding Nemo. My problem with Finding Nemo is I've seen it too much. One of my art teachers in high school just put it on every single day. We all got so tired of watching it. It's not a bad movie. I just got sick of it. uh, Maybe A. Okay. Like I said, never watched the Total Drama series. So I don't actually. I would not be able to do this unless I just rank them based on looks. I love how there's a whole section just for Genshin in here. So we got for video game ones. 1,000 plus video games. That's too much. Like, even just 300 is kind of a lot. Um, 175 top video games. Maybe. Liberty City Stories I never played. Half Life was good. Never played Pirates. Never played Apex. Assassin's Creed was amazing. Uh, I haven't really played any but two of them. I'm not even sure what this is. Is this supposed to be Valorant? Okay, yeah. Haven't played Valorant. I need to play the first Red Dead. Half Life 2, also good. Uh, Honestly, kind of liked Fast FNAF World. Okay. I think it was 3 was the other one I played, but I can't actually remember anything of it now. All right. GTA 3 I played a lot of. Never played Chinatown War. I don't even know what this is. Mario Kart 7, never played that one. That's Roblox? Ah, never played it. I have a feeling the haven't played thing is actually going to end up very full. Rust is actually pretty good. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but never played Infamous. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was great. Didn't play Far Cry 2. Yours is pretty full when you did this one? Ah, gotcha. Uh, 4 is the only Far Cry I haven't played. I own it, and when I went to, like, right as I was thinking about picking it up for the first time, Far Cry 5 dropped. So I immediately jumped to that one and played it. But I never actually went and played 4. Uh, 3 was good for its time. I don't think, but like control scheme wise and that, it does not hold up. I think it could do with a good remaster to modernize the control scheme and that. I haven't played Escapist. They must be expecting me to identify Final Fantasies based on their icons because I can't tell those numbers from here. But it's still easy enough for me because I've never played anything but Final Fantasy Tactics and 14. I don't even know what that is. Okay, that's Warframe. What is this one? Does it say Warface? Terraria, Masterpiece. Mario 64 was great. I wouldn't say amazing, but I would say great. I don't even know what this is or that. Watch Dogs 2. I know I've played a Watch Dogs. I don't remember which one it was. Far Cry 5 I liked quite a bit. Resident Evil 2 remake, amazing. Uh, Halo, masterpiece. What the hell is with Automod? I just realized that the reason it blocked that message was because you said LMAO. Why would I have a problem with LMAO? Uh, did not care for the Let's Go games. Sword and Shield were good. I wouldn't say any better than that. No worries. I'm honestly confused why my Automod is being so aggressive all of a sudden. Like I thought I had it turned down to where it wouldn't really block much for messages unless it was like clearly racist or something like that. But for some reason, it's just been blocking on swears, which I don't have a problem with swears, so it needs to stop. Red Dead 2 is a masterpiece. Uh, the only FNAF I played was a bit of the first one, and FNAF World because it was free. I heard good things about Super Mario Sunshine. Never played it though. Watch Dogs wasn't good. Let's see. Pac-Man, good game. I don't know what this one is. Sunshine's good but hard to play. That's kind of what I got from the times I've seen friends play it. Also, I completely forgot I had that as a 7TV emote. Portal 2, also masterpiece. I loved both Portal games a lot. Never played any Battlefields. But I've never been much for like first person shooters are hit and miss with me, and I've never been one for competitive shooters. So, I'm also not a fan of fighting games, which is why all the Mortal Kombat's are going in I haven't played. Battlefield is definitely hit or miss a lot. Yeah. Skyrim, I wouldn't call it a masterpiece, but it's definitely a great game. Same with Cyberpunk. Once they were given enough time to actually get all the bugs out of it, still need to finish it. This game Mortal Kombat is really mid, in your opinion. Siege was one I was always interested in for the Rainbow Six series, but never picked it up. I'm gonna be honest. As far as social deception games, I think Among Us is highly overrated. There are way better ones out there. Then again, they've added a lot to it since I played it, but I can only judge on what I've played, and yeah. My problem with this is there are multiple parts to this game now. It depends on which part you're talking about. But also, I can never rate it any higher than that because I will forever miss what Fortnite was supposed to be before they were like, hey, PUBG is popular, let's make our own battle royale. You know what? We'll just make that our entire identity instead and cancel the original plan. Never played Mario Galaxy. Minecraft masterpiece, especially with mods. Um, to be honest, I didn't mind the game. It's the community that makes it bad. All right, more Mortal Kombat. I have no idea what these three are supposed to be. Obviously, they're something the same. But yeah, I want to give Mario Galaxy a try someday. Same with Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I don't even know what these are supposed to be. So I'm just gonna throw them in. I haven't heard of, and then the rest of the pictures are all missing. So I don't even know what they are. Yeah, nothing fell into very bad or terrible for me, unless I just refined my picks. I guess the most I could do would probably be that, because I really did not like the Let's Go games. Still, nothing I would say fell into terrible. And then just a whole bunch of things I've never played. Okay. Oh, those are Geometry Dash? Yeah, I never played any of those. Because that's one way to get the answer. Your bias would be put League in terrible. Yeah, I was mostly trained to judge it on the game itself. Because if I was judging it based on the community, it would definitely go in terrible. But I don't think the game is bad. Undertale character tier list? Oh, including all of the enemies. What happens when you gaslight yourself to play the game? See, I didn't do that. I played it out of genuine curiosity, built Cho'Gath, or however the heck you pronounce his name, to maximize on regeneration, got called a troll, and haven't played it since. I was just building for regen because that's how I normally build characters in games. At least you had fun for the big boy. Yeah. Ultimate character game protagonist. Okay. I feel like I'll still end up with a bunch of don't knows in this. Alright. Start with the ones I do know immediately. Spyro, Crash, Mega Man, Mario. Pretty sure that's Marth. I never played any of the games with Marth in it though. The only thing I actually played that had Marth in it was Smash. Same with Pit. Uh, yeah, Mac and Wii Sports Trainer can go in C. Let's see. Some of them it's just how they're cropped that I can't actually tell who they are. I don't even know what that is. Link is S tier. Kratos is A. Gordon Freeman. Wait, what the heck is this supposed? Oh, is it? Never mind. That's Doom Guy and that's Master Chief. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking, wait, is that a different Spartan from a Halo game I haven't played? But no, that's Doom Guy. Never mind. Samus is S tier. Doom Guy is S tier. Master Chief is S tier. Conqueror is S tier. Um, be honest, not a fan of Donkey Kong. Uh, Fox is okay. I like more of the other characters than Fox. One day, Pit, you'll be free from the 3DS. Ooh, Gex. Gex has to be up there. Um, like, I haven't played many of the Mortal Kombat's. Only like the first few. Is Scorpion really the protagonist? Or are they just picking him because he's like the most iconic character? No. uh, just the poster boy. Gotcha. Scorpion's all right. Kirby's best boy. To be honest, Michael was the most bland and boring of the protagonists from GTA 5, in my opinion. Because Ed Boon is his voice actor. Gotcha. Uh, yeah, okay. I can just. I've seen how they're mostly going for poster characters. They said this is supposed to be a pro tags list, but like, really? Freddy? Sans? Heavy? Yeah, these are more poster characters than they are the protagonists. Not a fan of the Heavy, to be honest. I like Frank West. The Dovahkiin. Honestly, the default Dovahkiin, don't care for him. Alright. Uh, Pac-Man, no. Like, some of these characters I just don't know enough about. Some of them are just weird. Right. A bunch of these I just don't even know who they are, or they're cropped in such a way I don't recognize them. shell. Eh, C tier. Duke Nukem gets an A. Rip Leon. Where was Leon? Because like he's got to be one of the ones cropped in such a way I don't recognize him. Like either that or the angle that they took the picture. Why the why the pea shooter? Um, not a fan of Phoenix Wright. Animal Crossing villager. Just because how could he let him get conned like that? Left of Dante, wait here, dude. Okay, so that's supposed to be Leon. Yeah, to me it's I don't know, it's a combination of the way it's cropped and just the angle they took the picture. It doesn't look like Leon to me. Leon's S tier. I never played any of the Devil May Cry, so I can't really judge Dante. Um, Abe was weird. Oddworld is a weird series in general. Shantae's an A. Um, the Shovel Knight. See so many fighting game characters and I fear for them. They'll pretty much all probably end up in the don't know pile. Again, not a game type I ever played much of. Um, a lot of these I'm just like gut checking for the ones that I do recognize. There we go. Been out quite a bit. Some of these I'm like, I feel like I recognize them, but I can't think of who they are. Okay, I don't actually know on that one. Sans is an A. Um, like I'm pretty sure that's Solid Snake. The only snake I ever played was Venom Snake, so I don't feel like I can fairly judge him. Yeah, I never really played any of these. I know who they are, but I don't know them as characters enough to judge them. The problem here is I can't fully tell which Assassin's Creed main character that is. I'm just gonna go don't know. If that let's see if that's Altair, then I'll place him higher because Altair I do like, but I never played most of them. Your judge based on it being Altair A. Geralt B. And like to me that looks like that's supposed to be Marston from Red Dead, John Marston, but I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, just drop don't know to be safe. Yeah, that's the best I can do there. Taking a second look at all the characters I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, none of them really stand out. We can rejudge them. Okay. CSGO knife tier list? Really? There's an actual, just a knife tier list for CSGO. How many knives are in that game? Ooh, Nintendo franchises. A good amount? Oh, okay. Uh, why is Mother on here twice? It's gonna immediately start with this. Okay. Oh, wait. I think I played like a demo of one Xenoblade, but I don't think I've actually played any of them. Okay. Animal Crossing, good chill game. Uh, Dr. Mario is alright. Love Fire Emblem, at least the ones I've played. Love Kirby, at least the ones I've played. Donkey Kong's okay. Loved Luigi's Mansion. Not a racing game person. The few racing games I do like are all kart racers like Mario Kart, but still not a big racing game person. Mario Party's not bad. I do like actually playing the Mario's. Metroid is one of my favorites, as is Zelda. Yes, love Luigi's Mansion. I don't know why Mother is on here twice, but I did really enjoy Earthbound. It's the only one I ever played. Paper Mario. I've only played the first two, and I love them. I love Pikmin. Pokemon. I can't place it any higher than B based on the latest titles. It was great back in the day, but main series Pokemon been kind of going downhill. Might have to do with Mother 3 because it's only in Japan, but I don't know. Yeah. Like I've seen some fan translations of Mother 3 and I've seen I played a little bit of Earthbound 0 when that was a thing, but I didn't get into it as easily probably just cuz of it was dated at the time. Splatoon not my kind of game to be honest. Smash Bros probably the only fighter game I actually like. Uh like WarioWare not bad. Star Fox, Yoshi. It depends on what they mean by Yoshi. Like, was there an actual Yoshi series I'm not aware of? Because otherwise, I'm thinking like Yoshi's Island and what was Yoshi Story? Like, that's one of the things that come to mind when I think Yoshi games. I like those. I don't know why I was expecting this to be a bigger list than it was. And again, it would have been if I played any of these. I mean, I did play Super Punch Out. I'm judging off of that. It was actually not a bad series. That's the only one I played was Super Punch Out, which is apparently the worst of them. If I like turn based, I should try the Mario and Luigi series. Huh. Yeah, I don't mind turn based games, so I'll have to look into it. Okay, and this was the other one that I picked out. Risk of Rain, Weapons, and Survivors. There's, it says Weapons and Survivors. I don't see the survivors. I just see the. Oh no, never mind. Risk of Rain 2 and Survivors of the Void items. Okay. Shooting faster is always good. Not taking damage is always good. Uh, these are good if you stack enough of them. That's true about anything in Risk of Rain, honestly. Never been a fan of the armor or the state. Haven't played in a long time, wouldn't know the new items. Most of them just kind of do the same thing but slightly different. Uh, like this one replaces the tougher time, or no, it doesn't replace tougher time. It replaces Dio's best friend. Basically, does the same thing except corrupts all of the items that are corruptible. Honestly, I'm not a fan of that one. I'd rather keep my items as they are because that's usually what I'm building around. Dio's best friend's good though. I do like the infusions. I don't like to stand still. The corrupt mushroom's nice because it keeps you. It does the healing while you're moving, if I remember right. Gas can. Let me just grab these. That. I remember what else it was that I comboed off with on those. I like my Jelly Boy. Fast. Enemies exploding into fire on death is always really good. Bigger explosions good too. I'm never a fan of the sticky bomb. Uh, some of these it's really situational. Like depends on who I'm playing. Sticky was only really good on Commando, but yeah. Like healing only out of combat kind of sucks. Stacking shields is good. Focus crystals are okay. Bleed's good. To me, that's one of the better movement items is the soda more so than the goat leg. Love the rockets. Only ever really need one hoopo feather. I mean, extra jumps is okay, but you only really need one. Love the ukulele. Gotta have my chain lightning. Um. Oh, Executioner's Guillotine. I love stacking a ton of those. And you just start one-shotting all of the elites because they only have like 90% effective health or 10% of their effective health. Um, some of these I forget what they do. Power, like the power cell, it depends on which equipment I have. If I think that one's any good. And this, it depends on what my secondary is. If it's worth having multiple uses of it without cooldown. Never was a fan of the Chrono Bobble. Most of these I don't get often enough to really think about how I'm using them in my build. That one's good though. Um, these I remember being pretty good. And I can never remember which lunar items are which. I do like this. That one. Sometimes flying is nice. Some of these I forget what they even do. Oh yeah, the Mocha's really good if you stack a bunch of them. That's both movement speed and shooting speed. It's not as good as the syringe or the goat leg on their own, but it has the effect of both, so you know it evens out. All scrap is S tier. I don't even know why the scrap is in the list, but all scrap is S tier, except for yellow scrap, because you don't find yellow printers very often. I don't even know what these three items are. I know what this one is. This one gives all your drones extra missiles and miniguns. Not a fan of the delicate watch. It does up your damage, but if you take too much, if your health gets too low, all of them break immediately. Oh, Transcendence. I love Transcendence. Turns all your health into shield. Means you can no longer heal, but it also means if you get out of combat for a while, you get all of your health back. Reusable scrap. That's the one I was thinking of, the gas tank. Combines very well with these two. Actually, and this as well. Um, so this turns your crit chance or your crit chance from the glasses into an instant kill chance against anything. This makes the lightning chain to the same enemy. So get multiple hits on one enemy with it. Uh, and most of these I can't remember what they do now. That's a corruption of the power cell. Just shifts it from affecting one thing to another thing. I remember it. Um, this is the one that drops the meteors. That's an F. I've gotten killed by that more than I've killed things with it. Uh, I think that. Oh, the Mark for Death thing can be good if you build right for it. Never was a fan of the squid turrets. I don't think they last long enough. Uh, oh wait, that's vampire health. I like that one. This is the thing that shoots down incoming projectiles. It's all right. Um, yeah, most of the rest of these I don't even remember what they do. Oh, not a fan of that one. Remember, this one gives you like a safety bubble, kind of like the bubble the bubble tier in Elden Ring. Reduces the damage of one incoming hit, and you gotta wait for it to regen. Yeah, I'd have to look up on the rest of these what they do. I can't remember any of them. Um, I know what the key does. My problem with the key is I can never find the hidden containers to open it with. I do like the corrupted key because the corrupted vaults are easier to find. Bandolier. Enemies drop ammo packs that reset skill cooldowns. Eh, B tier. Harvester Scythe gives crit chance and crits heal health. Oh, I need to use that one more. That sounds great. It's less crit chance than the glasses, but crit steal health. What is that thing? I don't even see this thing in the list. Warhorn. Activating equipment increases attack speed. Most of the equipments I use have really long cooldowns that make that not worth it. Uh, Razor wire. Getting hit causes explosion into a burst of razors. I don't like to rely on getting hit. Oh, this is the one that makes them drop big chunks of gold. It's alright. Yeah, I don't know what this last green one is. It's not in the list. Yeah, the shipping request form that drops a container every stage. I mean, free items is nice, but I say A. Gonna remind myself what they are. Hunter's harpoon. Killing an enemy increases movement speed that fades off. Oh, I don't like that. Because you get burst of speed and then you slow down. Burst of speed and you slow down. I don't like that. Disorienting. Shuriken. When activating your primary skill, throw shurikens that deal 400% of base damage. Get 3 at a time. That's not bad. Just adds to your primary, which you're going to be using the most. Unless you're the railgunner. Alright. So these, the reds. Aegis. Healing pad. Oh, that's the overheal one. That's a great one. Uh, Alien Head reduces cooldowns. Boring. E for boring. Okay, so Ben's Raincoat. I've never used that one. Prevents one debuff and instead grants temporary barrier. Huh. I don't know. How often do you actually get hit with debuffs, though? At least, not that often that I can think of until you loop. Bottled Chaos. Trigger one random equipment effect. And that's it. It just says trigger a random equipment effect. Does it happen like every time you activate your equipment? Let me look at the details. Uh, Activating your equipment triggers a random additional equipment effect. Yes. That actually sounds like fun. I'm gonna put that in like A tier. Brain stalls. On a killing an elite monster, enter a frenzy. Your skill cooldowns. Your skills have 0.5-second cooldowns. That sounds like it could be fun. Yeah, I already did the ceremonial dagger. Oh, this is the jump slam one. That one's good. Um, Happiest Mess. Killing enemies has a chance to spawn a ghost of the killed enemy with 15 times normal damage. Wow. Uh, B tier. The chance is fairly low. Increases uses of the utility skill. B. Drops a healing plant where you kill an enemy. C tier. Um, oh, the laser sight just straight ups critical damage. Okay, that's good. Stores healing to fire flaming skulls. See. Just heal more. Resonator disc. Killing for enemies in 7 seconds charges the disc. Launches itself towards target. Doesn't pierce. Oh. Oh yeah, I remember the meat hook. Not a fan of that one. Kind of the same reason as this one. Just burst of speed once in a while. Unstable Tesla coil. Fire out lightning. Oh, sounds good. This just reduces cooldowns. Gain the power of any elite killed for 8 seconds. Not bad. Where's the hammer? Hit an enemy 5 times to reduce their armor. I think most enemies would be dead after that many hits. Unless you get this fairly early. Oh, right. This one spawns the Alpha Construct. That's actually a good one. Anything that gives me more minions, honestly, I really like. Wait, why did I put that one in A tier? That should be S tier. That's more minions too. Uh, I've never seen the pearls. You know, that's something I never unlocked. Oh, I remember this one. Okay, that one's actually really good. Fires out wisps as you sprint. I feel like a lot of the yellows are gonna end up in S once I remember what they do. Oh, this one heals you based on incoming damage. Uh, A. Because it is more regen, but also I just don't like being. I don't like relying on getting hit. Okay, I was never a fan of the Queen's Guardian first as an extra minion. And that ups max health and regen. Yeah, that's A. Okay, the lunar ones. This is the main ones. I can't even remember what they do. Beads of fealty. Seems to do nothing, but oh, I've never actually managed to use this successfully. It only activates if you obliterate while holding it, and I think I've died every time I've had it. The brittle crown gives you crown gives you gold when you hit things, but you lose gold when you get hit. D tier. Corpse bloom doubles your healing, but all healing is over time. I like that one. Defiant gouge. Summoning enemies from shrines summons stronger enemies. Eh, egocentrism. Oh, I forgot. I do not like the egocentrism. It gives you orbiting bombs, but every 30 seconds it turns one of your items into it. So eventually you end up with nothing but this. Uh, that one wasn't bad. Gives all your items a random chance to become lunar. I like this one. Charges the teleporters faster, but they're a little bit, but the zone's smaller. Just don't get moved. I think I remember liking Slicing Maelstrom. Uh, Not a fan of this one. Decrease attack speed to decrease the cooldown of your other skills. This boosts the damage of both you and enemies in the uh in the radius it puts down. I can never remember what they do by look. I guess I just don't pick up the lunar items enough. I know what shaped glass does. Stoneflex patron. Doubles your health, reduces your movement speed by half. Not a fan of that. It's basically the turtle master buff from Minecraft. Okay, this is the one I don't like. I think the heresy limited skill, or the hair, they had a. I think the heresy primary skill has too low of an ammo count between cooldowns. I do like this one. Oh, this one reduces your equipment cooldown but makes you auto use them. I'd actually love that one. Then I don't have to think about it. Okay, the void items that I don't remember what they do. Oh, this upgrades your items every time you start a new. Upgrades 3 items every time you start a new stage. That could be both good and bad depending on which items it upgrades and what it turns them into. Oh, the needle tech's actually a really good one. Newly hatched larva. Corrupts all yellow items. Gain a random void ally. I don't know. I don't like that because I like the individual effects of the yellow items more. Plasma shrimp. Oh, gives you shield and fires missiles as long as your shield is up. That's a good one. Oh, apparently I misremembered what that one does. I was thinking this one is the corruption of Dio's best friend. This is the corruption of tougher times. Oh, each one blocks one hit every 15 seconds. I still think I like tougher times better. Singularity band is good. Bubble roots enemies instead of slowing them. I do like that one more than the Chrono Bubble. Okay. And then the equipment that I can't remember what it does. Blast Shower, cleanse all negative effects, including debuffs. Meh. I'll say D. Centric Vase. Oh, that's the one that Quantum Tunnels. That's actually good for getting around sometimes. Uh, Executive Card. Oh, that's the one that keeps shops from closing and makes things cost a little less. That's a good one. They didn't put the fuel array on here. Probably because you only use it for one thing and that's unlocking a character. Oh, that's the one that ups the attack speed of you and your minions. I like that one. Mostly, I like giving it to an equipment drone that activates automatically. I've never used the Molotovs. 100% crit. Usually I build for crit, like getting the glasses. So I use equipment to get 100% crit for 8 seconds when I can just build to 100% crit. Better uses for the equipment slot. Not a fan of the Prion accelerator. It takes too long to fire. Black hole that draws in enemies. I don't like spending my money to shoot bullets. I remember that one. Hmm. Scanning for interactables. Just pay attention. Oh, this is the one that drops a vending machine. It's funny when you hit enemies with it. Why did I not do the Sommering? I like the Sommering. Um, for 20% of the damage you deal. Not bad. Recycler. Transform an item or equipment into a different one. Only be converted to the same type once. Oh, I remember that one. Not too bad. Execute any enemy capable of spawning a unique reward, and it will drop that item. It is consumed on use. That's what that does? Hmm. Turn into a dragon draconic fireball for 5 seconds. And not a fan. Okay, none of these. All characters within are slowed by 50% but have the armor reduced by 20%. That affects you and the enemies. Not a fan. Okay, that's what I thought. This is the one that drops in meteors. Hellfire Tincture ignites all enemies. That one's okay. And then the tonic gives you a bunch of buffs, and then once it wears off, you have a bunch of debuffs for a little bit. I haven't really gotten the elite things much. I don't know what this one is. I didn't see it when I was going through. There's like one from each category I don't see on the wiki. Oh, there's the spiky thing, Purity. Oh, it's basically the opposite of the 57 leaf clover. So it reduces all cooldowns, but all random effects are rolled for an addition, rolled an extra time for an unfavorable outcome. Not a fan. Okay, and then the red, symbiotic scorpion. Oh, chance on or guaranteed on each hit to reduce enemy armor. That's pretty good. I just can't find that green one. Oh, there it is. Berserker's Pauldron. Gain frenzy if you kill 4 enemies within a second. Yeah. Okay, and I'm just gonna really leave off the rest because I definitely have never used them, so I don't really know. All right, and I think I might actually call it there for doing this. Again, did like 8 or 9 of them. But also my stomach's starting to bother me from those noodles. Need to find some actual food to kind of temper them down or something. I don't know. Damn, those were hot though. Yeah, and I don't usually get like I was big into spicy food for quite a while, and I didn't usually get heartburn. Oh man, those gave me some heartburn. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a good rest of your day. And I'll come back tomorrow to finally get back to Undertale Yellow. So yeah, goodbye.